Hey everyone, welcome back. This is your friendly neighborhood artist. I wanted to talk about it's going to be like a short video, but it's basically about how I feel that I just watched a 23-minute long video about how people make their AI art look really good. And it was a very in-depth video, but once I went back to DeviantArt and I started like looking at a bunch of this art, I realized that like most of it kind of looks the same, right? A lot of the faces look the same. You know, the little noses and the big eyes, and it's very specific to a style. And I was sitting there wondering, like, who is the artist? Who is the person? So I went and I took like 15 of these pictures, and I put them in a reverse prompter diffusion thing where you can upload a picture and it will come back with the prompt used probably. So, and all of them had by like Wallop, Ross Tran, who's RossDraws. And I was sitting there like, now I know. It's because all of these look like RossDraws' artwork. And I wanted, like, this is like a little bit emotional for me because I was on DeviantArt and I just saw RossDraws had uploaded a new artwork and it's really cute. But because I didn't hover over it, my first thought was, is that AI art? And I felt so bad because when I went to go look, it was RossDraws' artwork. And I felt like such a jerk. And it's because a lot of AI art uses him in their prompts. Like, I'm talking pretty girl art. If it's pretty girl art, they're probably using RossDraws in the prompt. So, and I mean, like, it feels like almost all of it's probably RossDraws. And that just is so terrible to me. And it doesn't help that like when I went on RossDraws' like actual page, here, let me go look at what it said. Where is it? So I love his artwork. His artwork is an inspiration for me. I can only hope that I could be as good as him with color one day. And he's like, I miss you guys. He's been getting a lot of messages about where he was, and he wanted to take time away from social media and videos to work on his well-being. And he said the past few years has taken a toll on me. And I know it. I'm not saying it's because of AI art. I'm not saying that it's that, but it feels like it. I mean, imagine being like this super popular artist and everybody loves your artwork and everyone aspires to be like you, and then, you know, obviously they can't be you, but you know, you can see when an artist is inspired by RossDraws, you can just immediately tell. It's like Disney. Like when people look at my art, they can see that I'm inspired by Disney. I can tell when people are inspired by RossDraws. So I feel like that has to have taken a toll on him. And same, I'm not even saying that it hasn't taken a toll on like Sakimi-chan or Wallop, you know, because they're also popular artists that a lot of art looks like. Like I just saw this other artwork that had this girl and she was like, had her hand out and it was like a girl with like, it was like a water Muslim girl and she had like, this hand outreached in like a whole water schematic, but it was AI art, obviously. And I'm sure that it had, you know, like Wallop, Sakimi-chan in there, and that really sucks. Like, I can't imagine being a popular artist and then finding out that your art's being scraped from the internet and used inside of a tool so that other people can make artwork that looks like yours. That just is so... Man, that's just terrible. It's just terrible. I hope that when RossDraws comes back, maybe he is in a better place, and I hope that all the artists, the big named artists that we all know, that they can. I know that they're. I hope that they can recover from having their artwork used that way, especially since it's like their life journey. Like Sam does art. That someone was like so petty that they did a Stable Diffusion based on only his artwork and nothing else. So you could just go and find it, download it, use it, and then do some in-painting to fix it. But I did want to say, at the end of the day, like, because I went and I learned a little bit on how the Stable Diffusion works and how people add models and all that, the amount of time that you could be spending learning to draw versus pretending to be an artist, you could make yourself an actual artist and not have to be so angry that you're not called one. I mean, there was like all this stuff, and then they actually used Photoshop to photo bash some stuff in. They were doing stuff that like industry stuff do, but I just can't get around the stealing art stuff, man. I just can't get around it. You're stealing artwork, and you're stealing like the artwork of someone who like only wanted to help people get better. Only wanted to help people like learn how to draw. Like, you could have, all these people who wanted to do AI art or are doing AI art, you could have just paid for his course and just learned how to draw like him and just had his inspiration in your artwork. You could have done that, but that's not what you chose. So it's just really frustrating, and man, I'm just AI bros, you just got to get better. You just learn how to draw. Just learn how to draw. It's not hard. Anyway, that's I'm just very heated. It's a very heated thing. It feels emotional for me because I really do love RossDraws' work, and while I could never hope to probably have it involved in my work, I would love that, but I don't know. Like, he does like semi-realism, and I don't know. I feel like mine's cartoon. But I hope he's okay. I hope that, all the big artists that are being scraped from are okay. I hope they're gonna come back better. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's it. This video will probably be uploaded sometime during the week. Thanks for listening. Have a good day, guys.